Welcome back to Brazen Brits. I'm Lawrence.
And I'm Natalie.
And today we're on the third instalment of our collaboration with all the channels below. So we pick a subject, we all talk about it, we're all very different types of RVers, so people have found this very interesting, we've had some great feedback. And today's subject is RV gadgets. So let's roll the intro, we'll see you in a minute.
It really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
Alright, so the first thing about RV gadgets, as part of our conversation with the rest of the guys, we kind of had to define gadget. Because there are RV accessories, there's, you know, stupid gadgets that I buy and use and no one else would, and I find them fun for a while and then they never really work properly. So there's things like that. But so we thought about a lot of things when we were talking about this. What would like our top 5 RV gadgets be?
Yeah, it's tough.
And it is tough, and we went through so many things, and this by far has been the hardest thing we've had to talk about. Yes. So what we've decided to do is we have decided to list our top 5 RV gadgets that we would install or use in any other rig.
Right, okay, that makes sense, yeah. Not pointless stuff that we
Not the pointless stuff that I kind of mess about with.
Okay.
Just because it's fun, because I'm a nerd. So, number 1, Natalie.
Yes.
Is
it my one?
Go on, you can say it. Go on.
It's the air fryer. And I'm going to say this is a gadget because it's electric. No, but it's definitely one of those things that because it runs off power, it's just so I can cook everything in that thing. And I know you guys love your Instapots and all the other thingies out there, but for me the air fryer is my favourite gadget.
And it's weird because we have the convection microwave in the rig, and we have the propane oven and the propane what do they call the hob? Propane stove. We call it a hob in the UK. And so we do have all of that, but we find that we use the air fryer the most because you can cook anything in that, and it's so easy, and you press a button and you go. Obviously, here's the big thing though, it's electric, right?
Yes.
So if you're boondocking, that's not going to work for you.
I have the Blackstone for the other stuff.
Well,
is that technically a gadget? See, that's where where's the line?
So is this now a list of 6? Anyway, number 2 is smart RV stuff. Now, this is maybe a bit of a nerdy thing for me, but there's a few things that we have in our smart RV. Now, the first one that we did, which I would install again, is Samsung Smart Things.
Yes, the temperature.
So, yeah, we use this for so much stuff. There are other things, but really the sole reason for us doing Smart Things was because Natalie said, I need to make sure that the dogs are fine when we're out gallivanting around or exploring. So I came up with a solution. It's Samsung Smart Things. I have a whole video on this that I'll leave there, but basically it monitors when doors are open, doors are shut. You have all these sensors around the rig. They're just like battery powered, so they all report back to one central hub, and it tells you the temperature when doors are open and closed, and it can do all of that stuff. And we've recently added a Ring doorbell that we just stick on here with some magnetic tape, and so when we set up, we throw that on there. We get alerts if anyone is around the rig. That's really good for night security. If anyone comes up, we can, you know, see who's there. One other thing I forgot to mention there is we also have some water sensors which can hook into that. So we have water sensors around the rig. So, you know, water is probably the worst thing, or water leaks in an RV is the worst thing that can possibly happen. So we have sensors in like the wet bay at the front, where most of the plumbing is, under the sink and places like that. So Smart Things has been fantastic. They have discontinued it, but Samsung have actually. All the stuff is in the other video I did. It's still available, it's just branded as something else. So it's not Samsung Smart Things, I think it's just Smart Things now, but they still sell all the same stuff.
So the third thing, that's our favourite gadget, is the RV locks. We have these on the main door and the basement, is it called?
Yep.
All the outside ones. The great thing about this is we have the key fobs, so we don't even have to enter the code, but you can set whatever code you want, and then, you know, anyone can come in that has that code. So yes, love the keyless entry.
I actually think this is, if we bought a new rig, this would be the first thing that we install.
I agree.
Now, there are other things. We have no affiliation with RV locks specifically. There are other types that you can buy, but the fact you don't have to carry keys around. The big thing for me was when we first started, we only had it on this door, not the storage bays. And every time I wanted to go in the storage bay, I had to come out and find a key for it and all of this lot.
So true.
The other thing is that a lot of the RVs use the same key for all of them.
Yeah, so you can open other people's campers with the key.
Yeah, whereas this is not like that. So these have separate keys, and obviously you put in your own code and stuff, and it's just as good as any security lock that you would have before. So that should have been number one, really. All right, the fourth one is something that I know that Jerry from Happy Place Diaries is not going to have on his list, which I find very strange because this is a must-have for us, and it is the RV levelers. Now, there's two. We actually have two. We did another video of this as well. I've actually hardwired them into our system. So we have the Rhino Storm RV leveler and the Levelmate Pro. The Levelmate Pro we've had for years and years and years, and we love both of them. But along with that is the Anderson levelers.
Oh yeah, the little seesaw things.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about putting like blocks underneath and
woods
using a level or anything. I can do it all on my phone. The only thing I have to get out the truck for is to put the Anderson levelers
under the tyres,
look at my app, reverse up until it says it's level, and we're done. I don't know why anyone wouldn't use this, especially for towables, obviously, but
yes,
love them. My final one is actually our backup cam. So we got the Halo View RD10. It looks like a mirror. It looks like the rear view mirror in your truck, but actually it connects to the camera that goes on the back of the rig, and so you can see everything behind you. It works whilst you're driving. We got this, like, we originally wanted a big screen. We actually had our Furion screen stolen in Houston, Texas, and so we wanted something that I didn't have to keep putting away and, you know, taking up and down and everything, and this looks like the rear view mirror, so we love the fact that we can do that. I never take it off. I leave it on because you can actually turn it off, and even if you turn it off, it still looks like a normal mirror even when you're not connected to the rig. So it has a front view, a rear view. It looks like the rear view mirror. It has a memory card in there, so it records everything, so it's essentially a dash cam as well, and so I can't say enough good things about it. I love it. They're not too expensive, and we wouldn't do without it. So we were just about to end the video, but apparently Natalie has a bonus one.
Bonus feature! Come with me. There's technically a gadget. Okay. It's a little fan, because the RV fridges are rubbish at getting cold quickly, and this was on, I don't know, but before we bought the camper, someone said make sure you buy a little fan, battery operated, to cool down your fridge quickly because it takes a long time. So this is a cool little gadget, and it's like $5.
And doesn't it also help if you have a full refrigerator and you put this in the back, because the cold is on the fins at the back, and doesn't this help like properly circulate the air around the food? If you have too much food in there, the air can't really circulate around it, so you'll find the back is freezing and the front is really warm, so this really helps with that. And it was like nothing. It was like $5. Was it $5?
Yeah, it was.
Anyway.
Worth it.
All right, so that's everything we have. We hope you enjoyed that 5 plus 1 bonus 6 things that we love. These are the things that we would definitely have in any rig that we have. Don't forget to go and check out the channels below. They're doing a similar thing. I'm interested in what they choose, whether it's gadgets or accessories or anything like that, so I'm very interested in that. So yeah, thank you for watching. We're going to put a video up here that we think you'll like. Actually, that's a lie. I'm going to put the playlist to all of their videos up here.
Yes, cool.
And so you can just click on that and then you can see everyone's videos there. If you'd like to subscribe, please do that. If you'd like to join and become a member, we would appreciate it. You will help support a couple of tits. And thank you to everyone below who's already hit that join button. We really do appreciate you. We will see you on the next collaboration.
Oh yeah, sorry. Next month.